Hello, and welcome to Breaking into the Light, where we get to the emotional root of the issue. My name is Misty Love, and I am a certified EFT practitioner utilizing the emotional freedom technique. I add in muscle testing as a diagnostic to be more precise in finding the actual emotional root cause. By way of announcement, this month I've put out a few courses and EFT sessions on my website. The first one is my self-guided generational DNA processing program. It's my flagship program that guides you through processing all of your generational trauma. Yes, I said all. This also allows for better DNA health for your living family lines. I'm getting ready to add one more this week too, not generational, but a different session. So the other session that I have out there that I just put out is a cold session. And I did release it a few years ago on my other website, and I just decided to put it back out again. It's really good for when you start to get sick. If you do the session upon the first symptom, it will boost your immune system. And most times it doesn't allow you to further get sick. You can, however, still run through the session once the virus has taken effect, and it does seem to lessen the total sick time. So we're boosting the immune system there, so it allows it to work a lot better. So today we have Cytel Schultz, and hello.
Hello, Misty. Thanks for having me today.
It's so great to see you here and so great to have you. So a little bit about Cytel. She is an entrepreneur here in the Salt Lake City area. I've actually followed her on Facebook for years, somewhat silently though. She doesn't know this, but she's been an absolute inspiration to me in her faith, entrepreneur abilities, as well as her gifts. She really is amazing. She is a sound astrologer with some emphasis in marketing. And what she does is absolutely multifaceted. Her slogan on her Facebook profile says this: activate your design, embody your sound, expand your impact. I love that. And I'd love to dive into that with you, Cytel.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know that. I didn't know that about the inspiration. And I really appreciate you saying that. It's my desire to inspire. I didn't mean to rhyme that, but it is.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
do want to inspire other people. And so I really appreciate you sharing that with me. Yeah. So our authentic sound, like, and when I say our authentic sound, our voice, we have an authentic sound with our voice. And when we get into that authentic sound, it naturally draws in our ideal clients. It naturally draws in our audience. It naturally helps other people really understand the things that we're saying. I don't know if you've ever experienced this. I know I have, but I've been like listening to somebody and I'm like, I can't hear the words they're saying because their voice is so, like nails on a chalkboard. Have you ever experienced that?
I get what you're saying. Totally. 100%.
I think sometimes I think more often than not, what's happening in that space is they're not in their authentic sound. And most people just aren't because it is the most vulnerable sound we can make because it's the sound of our heart. Like before I sounded like this,
Yeah.
I was more like this. And so my light sound was a lot lighter. And do
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
There's
Like,
confidence there,
oh,
and
so much.
I would have struggled to hear you. Like
Exactly. Oh, for
the lighter
sure.
you are, like I won't hear you.
Yeah, exactly. And so I was standing in the kitchen one time and I was just talking to my son and he goes, "Why do you sound like that?" And I was like, "Oh, I just stepped out of my sound." And so I was like, I know what I need to do to step back into my authentic sound. And as I did that, like I felt better. He could actually hear the things that I was saying better. And I experienced this with my husband. I'm like, oh, he's out of his sound. But that's not my first thought. My first thought is I have all these other thoughts and annoyances, or what, do you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
when he's in his sound, it lands in my body different than when he's not in his sound.
that makes so much sense.
And it makes our marketing easy. And can we just say arms up to that? Because when does marketing feel easy?
Seriously.
And so that's what I love it. And it helps our communication in our personal life. It helps our communication in our business life, because that's really all marketing is it's communication and connection.
It really is. Once you figure that out, and I will say I'm still figuring that out. I'm still in that space.
Yep.
It's a journey.
It is a journey. Absolutely. 100%. It's a journey.
Okay. Anything, so activate your design. That has to do with voice.
Yeah. So that has to do with astrology.
Oh, okay. I'm a baby here. I'm a baby here, so be careful, be nice to me. But I want to hear more.
Yeah. So our natal chart is essentially the map of where the stars were at the moment we were born, right? So
Right.
it's more than just our sun sign. Uh, and this map is an indicator of all of the wonderful things about us. Now, we have two parts to this. We have and I think mainstream astrology stuff, man, they just really kick each one of the signs, I feel like. And they show the shadow side of the sign,
Yeah.
and you have the shadow side, but then you have, and I say the disempowered side, the empowered side, and the disempowered side of the sign, right? And you
Hmm.
have that empowered side. And when you're really activating these parts of you and activating them in an empowered way, that is activating who you are. It's activating your purpose. It's
I love
activating
that.
like how you can communicate in a more empowered way. There's a lot of things about astrology that are hard to understand, but I like talking about astrology and I'll say in English. There's astrology in ease, astrologies. I don't know. And then there's astrology in English. And that's how I prefer to talk, because when you speak astrology in English, now I can do something with it. Now
Yeah.
you can do something with it. And now you can take it and it can impact your life and help you be the woman that you were designed to be.
I love that. I love that. I know I have noticed that there is definitely some light side and some dark side positivity, and I'm not going to say negativity, but the shadow side of it, like you
Yeah,
say.
yep.
Absolutely. Um, I when I was young, teenager-ish, I used to just absolutely love the horoscopes. At that time, I had no spiritual guidance or anything whatsoever. And it actually strangely helped me a little bit to move forward at that point. At a certain point, I didn't love it because I felt like it was putting things into my head for how my day was going to go.
Yep.
And even more so now, with the emotional freedom technique and mindset. And I don't like to put anything in my head. I like to live life, and if things start going strangely, or like life kind of gets chaotic or something, I like to check in to see what's going on in my
Yeah.
charts, because
Yep.
it really is telling.
Yep. It really is telling. And I think that, well, I really believe the more conscious we are, the more powerful we become.
Absolutely.
And so these are already parts of us.
Yeah.
And if we are more conscious of our incredibleness and the beauty of our design, then we can live that more purposefully and more powerfully. And then we're just a lot happier.
I love that. I love that. I do believe that. I think it also helps to set goals and,
Hmm.
you
Yep.
know, and goals. I say goals because those are hopefully things that happen that we work towards.
Yep.
Um, uh, but it really helps you to do that, to be able to move forward and to have something to work towards. Yeah. I
Yeah,
said
I
that.
totally agree. I totally agree.
Okay. Um, so I'm actually going to intern be on Cytel's podcast here soon. So I would love to go more into the marketing and all of that with your podcast. Um, expanding your impact. That's catching my eye now too. Expanding impact, and that goes more into the marketing, right?
Yes, that goes into the marketing. And we're really like, again, when we are stepping into our sound and like who we are and how we are, we naturally expand our impact. And marketing is a way for us to expand our impact. And I think for so many people, marketing is scary. It doesn't just feel vulnerable, it feels exposing.
Yeah.
And why would we want to expose ourselves? So, you know what I'm saying? It's like we do
Right.
not want to put a picture of ourselves on the internet naked. And with marketing, it is like this, it is that emotional nakedness. And with our business, because we are mission driven entrepreneurs, this we aren't marketing toothpaste, we aren't marketing, you know, clothing or cups or anything. We're marketing ourselves,
Right.
and that can feel really really scary
Absolutely.
and nerve wracking. And anytime we feel that, then we start to constrict the words that we're using, and when we constrict those words, we also then constrict the impact that we can have in the
This
world.
is this is what you're doing. It's you're working towards authenticity, ultimate
Mm-hmm.
authenticity here.
Yes, yes, exactly. Ultimate authenticity and really sharing our businesses from an authentic place, and sharing what we do from an authentic place. And I think sometimes in this desire to be authentic, we lose how to say it. Do you know what I mean? And we're like,
Absolutely.
authenticity means no structure. It means just saying whatever we want, going off the cuff. But when we do that and we don't have that structure in place in some degree, then our words get lost and our meaning gets lost. And then our audience is like, I'm not sure what you do. Like, you helped me, but I don't know how to say, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, people will
Absolutely.
be like, oh, she was amazing, but I can't tell you what she does.
Oh man. And I mean, saying that they're amazing in and of itself is great, but it's also great to add to that. What does she do? You know?
Yeah, exactly. It gives a distinct, okay, I need her help,
Yeah.
versus like, you just got to go see this girl. If somebody was like, you got to go see this girl, I'd be like, okay, great, but what? Like, I have to go to this restaurant, but what kind of food do they serve? Because there's food I don't like. and,
Yeah.
and if you tell me to go there and they don't have the food, then I don't want to eat there. Now I just spend all my time driving, and you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. Okay, Seidel, are you ready to do some work?
I'm ready. Let's dive in.
Okay, let's dive in. All right. So, for everybody on my podcast, they get to pick between whether they want to do something that's priority that I muscle test them for, or if they want to work towards a breakthrough or an issue that they're having in their lives to get one step closer to where they want to be. Seidel, do you know what?
Yeah, let's work on the one step closer to where I want to be.
Awesome.
I have something I want to work on.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is like so common for people. But I'd like to release some weight. And I know that part of where my body's at right now is just, I stressed the heck out of it, and I was so hard on it, and wants gentleness and love.
Yeah.
And so I've like really gone through phases where I lost, 40 pounds, gained it back. And I lost it because I did hard exercises and I was working out really hard a lot, like 5 to 6 days a week. I was
Right.
very restrictive on my eating. And as I've checked in with my body, it's like, you can't do that anymore
Oh man.
at all. So, like, exercise has to be super gentle, food has to be very supportive.
Yeah.
And I guess what I'm looking for specifically is just creating the space of safety where my body feels like it can lose weight and still be safe.
Okay.
Do
I
you know what
love
I mean?
that. I love that. A lot of people yo-yo. Like you
Yep.
said, you had to do some really, really hard workouts to get to that point, and that's really hard to keep doing for long periods of time. That's really hard on our joints for long periods.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It was
Um,
too hard. It was too stressful for my body.
and you added stress in a different way there.
Yep.
You don't think about it. It's interesting because a lot of people yo-yo up and down, and while they're doing healthy things, usually to lose that weight, the body springs back to kind of a set point where it wants to be,
Yeah.
and we don't always like that where it wants to be, right?
I concur.
So, as far as what I do, I'm looking for what's keeping you at that set point that you don't want to be. It can, like you said, it can be
I see.
safety. It can be,
Yeah.
it can be a bunch of different things. So today, what I would like to check for is whether there's any emotion which leads to some kind of root from the past, a limiting belief that could also lead to a root from the past, and then trapped emotions, which is usually trapped in an organ, a system, a chakra that just doesn't allow it to work as well as it should.
Perfect.
So, Cytel, am I okay to muscle test?
Yes, girl.
Okay, let's do this. All right. So, process something to get my set point for weight to where I want it to be. What is keeping you from that? What is keeping Cytel from that? So it's an emotion, trapped emotions, or a limit. There's a limiting belief on top, but I have a feeling we might have some trapped emotions too after that.
Hmm.
As I was muscle testing, I
I
muscle
can
tested
see.
trapped emotions first, and it went down really. There was something kind of holding on, but it wasn't quite a yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, like, okay, let's start with the um, limiting belief. Okay, let me get over to my book. Okay, the process, there's something having to do with root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra. 1, 2, 3. That's not helping me all the way up there. Put it right here. Okay. So these are not necessarily what I'm pulling for her, but I'm just going to go through the list just to keep sound going. Process something having to do with prejudice, critical judgment, feeling like a martyr, overwhelmed with all the shoulds and ought tos, distorted thinking, everything is always against me. So everything is always against me comes up. Let me check it to see if there's a root there real quick. That's just a general belief. They're not necessarily coming up with a root, but it's sitting there in your subconscious, just kind of
Yeah.
running. Um, does that make any sense to you? Does that?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Usually it does, but it's like I never know. I don't know what's going on.
Check.
Okay. So everything is always against me. So let's get rid of that. Let's process that. Let's get that out of the subconscious. Let's allow the
Boom.
body to
Done.
do something better with that, without that. um, so what we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna check to see if we need to do the positive. We may not need to because we're gonna do some trapped emotions too,
Okay.
but I'll check afterwards. So everything is always against me. We are just gonna literally say that at each point, um, until you feel a release, until you yawn. Burping is fine on this podcast. Yes.
Okay.
If you feel any other release, um, let me know. But most people yawn or.
I'll probably yawn. That's my preferred method.
Seriously. Okay. So we're going to start with the setup statement. Start right here. I invite you to tap on your karate chop point. Oh, I saw puppers there.
No, big puppy.
Oh, big, very big puppy. So cute. Okay. I invite you to repeat after me. Look, she is ready to do this. Her subconscious is like, get rid of it.
Get it
Get
out,
rid of it.
out.
I'm done with it. Okay. You you found it and we're doing this. Sometimes all we need to do is just acknowledge some of these things. And that's what Cytel is doing right now. Her body is already ready for this. I love it. I love it. Have you ever known somebody so excited about yawning and burping?
All my friends.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I invite you to repeat after me.
Okay.
This is going to be great for you. Look at your
Straight.
body is
I know.
recognizing this. Like, all right.
Even though
Everything is against me,
everything is against me,
I love and accept myself anyway.
I love and accept myself anyway.
And I choose to process this belief now
And I choose to process this belief now.
that's been stuck in my subconscious for a while.
It's been stuck in my subconscious for a while.
And I give this belief to my Savior, Jesus Christ.
And I give this belief to my Savior, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Take a big deep breath when you're ready. This is good for you. This is good. Okay. Inner eyebrow. Everything is against me.
Everything is against me.
Outer eyebrow. Everything is against me.
Everything is against me.
Under eye. Everything is against me.
Everything is against me.
Upper lip. Go ahead.
Everything is against me.
Chin.
Everything is against me. Everything is against me.
Fingertips.
Everything is against me.
Feel free to yawn as you need to. We are not in a rush here. Top of head.
Everything is against me.
Okay, I'm gonna check you again real quick. Take a big deep breath while I'm doing that. So I'm getting a no, it's not there anymore. You did a really good job at processing that. Your body was like, yes, get rid of it, get rid of it. Okay, so process the positive of that. No, need to process some trapped emotions. So let's figure out where those are. Yep, there's acknowledging that there too. So process through trapped emotions in an organ in a chakra. So are we talking? root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra. This will be good. This will be fun. Okay, let me get. Okay, so third eye chakra, typically location right there, although it is like right smack dab in the middle of your brain. The third eye chakra represents will, choice, judgment, self-expression, which is interesting because it goes a little bit right along with what you just processed. Body relationship, eyes, sinuses, ears, nose, lower brain, upper neck, pituitary gland. So let's see. So this is literally trapped emotions for, I'll check and make sure it's usually one emotion, semblances of one emotion, all just stuck in that whole system, third eye system. So I'm going to first check to see how many. Write this down so I keep track of it. How many trapped emotions, third eye chakra to release today? So 100,000, 200,000, 300, okay, 200,000, 200,000 and 209,000, 100, 200, 210, 9, 8. Okay, that's a fascinating number, 209,208.
Okay.
And then we don't have to know what the emotion is, but do you want to?
No.
Okay. So 209,208, and we only say that number in the setup statement because it immediately starts going down. I'm excited for you. Your body is loving this.
Yes, it is.
Really excited for you. Okay, I invite you to tap on the karate chop point and repeat after me. Even though I have 209,208.
Even though I have 209,208
trapped emotions stuck in my third eye chakra.
stuck in my third eye chakra.
I love and accept myself anyway.
I love and accept myself anyway.
And I choose to process all of these trapped emotions now.
I choose to process all these trapped emotions now.
And I give them to my Savior, Jesus Christ.
And I give them to my Savior, Jesus Christ.
Okay, take a big deep breath. Okay. Inner eyebrow. All of these trapped emotions stuck in my third eye chakra.
All these trapped emotions stuck in my third eye chakra.
Outer eyebrow. All of these trapped emotions stuck in my third eye chakra.
All these emotions trapped in my third eye chakra.
Under eye. All the rest of these trapped emotions.
All the rest of these trapped emotions.
Upper lip. These trapped emotions in my third eye chakra.
These trapped emotions in my third eye chakra.
Chin, my third eye chakra.
My third eye chakra.
Take a big deep breath right there. Okay, collarbone points. I give all of these trapped emotions permission to process and release now.
I give all these trapped emotions permission to release now.
Okay, fingertip points. All the rest of these trapped emotions.
All the rest of these trapped emotions.
Okay, top of head. I give myself permission to heal.
I give myself permission to heal.
Okay, take a big deep breath. job. Those were ready to go because they are gone.
Woo woo.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. Those are two pretty big things right there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna check to see if there's anything positive. If you need something positive to tap in. Yep, let's find a word that your body wants to receive. And it's seemingly like your body is accepting that right now too, even without even know what it is. Like she knows what needs to come in, right? Process something having to do with love. Okay, is it joy though? Something having to do with joy, but it's a semblance of joy, a different meaning. Enthralled, elated, enthusiastic, optimistic, proud, cheerful, happy, content. So I am content is what comes up.
Yeah. I felt that word.
Awesome. So no setup statement here. We just start tapping in. I am content. I can be content. Like all these wonderful things that your body wants. So let's start top of the head. I can be content.
I can be content.
I give myself permission to be content.
I give myself permission to be content.
I can feel safe being content.
I can feel safe being content.
I am content.
I am content.
How does that feel? Does that feel receivable?
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
I am content.
I'm content.
Chin, I am content.
I am content.
Collarbone points, I am content.
I am content.
Fingertip points. Go ahead. I am content.
I am content.
Top of head.
I am content.
Hey, take a big deep breath right there. Now, this will all hopefully keep you, it'll put you into a state of relaxation and not extreme tiredness.
Yes. I
And
do feel relaxed.
drink, yeah, keep drinking. Your body's gonna want to purge a little bit and detoxify from processing. I'm super excited for you.
Thank you. I'm excited too. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, how do you feel any different now? Have you noticed anything through working on these things?
Yeah, it's cool because it's there have been things have that have come up recently that like I read the book. I don't know if you read The Big Leap.
Uh-uh.
Oh, it's so amazing. And he just talks about our upper limits, and he suggests four different upper limits, and he suggested one, and the content really hits that one, like in a really good way, and like I don't know, like calms it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I do feel really calm, like my upper body
Uh-huh.
feels really calm.
I love that. I love that. I think some people wouldn't think that content is necessarily exciting or like the way that they are looking to feel or want to feel like happy or joy or anything. But sometimes it's good to bring it to even just
Yeah,
content. Whether you're coming from, lower to content or from absolute pure bliss and joy, sometimes
to
it's good to
contentment.
just be content.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
I love it too.
Okay, so Cytel, if you hold on for just a second after we're done here, that would be great. And for all of you out there, if you got something out of this podcast today, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Cytel, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Misty.
All
Loved
right,
it.
you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.